Welcome to Rhinos and Aliens. This is specifically air pollution in terms of carbon dioxide and fossil fuels.
Well, you know what? Again, people are actually, posting pictures and saying that, like people are saying in Italy that the water's nice and clear now and they can see everything and that the skyline is clear because human beings are inside and they're not doing,
They're not driving to work every single day.
Yeah. Emitting any carbons into the atmosphere. So
many of the factories have decreased their production by 75-80%.
Not GM.
This goes into another ugly area once you see that actually happening, right? Because basically human beings kind of basically cease to exist and the planet starts to actually thrive from it. So
and very rapidly too.
Okay, and very rapidly. So if that's the case, then, so would you say that we are some sort of
the cause
virus?
Yeah, the fuck. We ain't shit. I already knew this.
Here on the planet, are we some sort of virus that is just kind of here that has multiplied on? Because we always look at things from this macrocosms and other cosms, and we always like to look at things from different aspects. But are we the virus that came here and mutated into different things and started to, cultivate?
Well, my follow-up to that is, I guess that would depend on if you believe humans are natural to the planet or if we're actually aliens.
That's a good one.
I think we're aliens to the planet.
You ain't telling me shit. I know I'm an alien. What the fuck?
Only because if we leave, you know what I'm saying, the planet thrives. You know what I'm saying? If we leave, the planet thrives. If we stay, the planet suffers. The longer we stay, the planet's going to have some issues here and there because we constantly need to take resources from the planet all the time just to, sustain ourselves.
Is India the most highly polluted country?
It might be. Oh. It depends how you look at it. 1 decade ago, China was easily number one. 16 of the 20 most polluted cities in the world were in China, and every major city in China was ranked in the top 100. Nowadays, India is the new king. As of the end of 2019, this recognizes the full year, just not individual days. India had 14 of the 20 most polluted cities in the world, with all 20 being either in India, Pakistan, or China. These are all Asian countries. Only 2 cities in the entire top 100 aren't located in Asia. 48 cities from China are still in the top 100, and 39 cities from India are in the top 100. As of this recording, specifically, I looked this up this morning, 8 cities in China are in the top 20 as of today, and 13 of the 20 are in Asia, just to give you a perspective of a regional situation.
Wow.
Goodness gracious.
This is where they're mining all the oils and stuff, right?
I mean, it makes sense, though. They make majority of our stuff.
I say it's simply just manufacturing in general, right?
Yeah. I was about to say it makes sense. It does.
Mm-hmm.
And when you consider, too, China and India are easily the 2 most populated countries as well.
Right.
So overpopulation means more cars, means more factories popping up.
Definitely.
Oh, and regulations. That's why we do all our dirty work over there because they don't have any pour the oil, the ink, the crap into the air. They don't. Yeah. We can't.
Technically, China is a lot better than it was 10 years ago, but still, it's bad.
In order for like something new to happen, like you have to get rid of the old, right?
Yeah.
Or you need to show how the new is better than the old in order for people to want to get rid of the old.
But we always know anytime that happens, there's always resistance.
That's true.
Because of the old ways.
Yeah.
Right. Because people get comfortable. People are used to.
Good. And you always have to shut down that resistance, whether you have to kill people, you have to jail them or whatever. Regardless.
Correct. Silence.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Right. But also, what did you just create? Rebellion.
Mm-hmm.
And that's going to grow, and you're going to have to deal with that one day. And that's always going to happen because everybody's not always going to agree.
That's a fact.
And in order to have it the way we just spoke about it, we all have to agree, right?
Yeah. But all of us are not going to look at it like that. Most people are not going to look at it as us saving the earth. Most people don't even care. Most people's mindset is like, well, when the earth blows up, I'm not going to even be here.
Yeah, yeah.
And then some that do care, they're like, okay, let's save the earth, but how am I gonna be able to pay for my Lamborghini? While
Exactly.
we're sitting there? I was like, yeah, I want to save the earth, but
And
what
also,
about
their
my-
Lamborghini is polluting the earth. So it's like,
yeah, it's a good give and take there. You know what I'm saying?
right.
Yes, there's the saying, money runs the world, but quality is always ran by the free-willed. And the best way to look at this is a place for information. Wikipedia versus paid encyclopedias. Which has been prospering for the past 2 decades? The free source dictionary. What has gone into the fucking crapper? Every known encyclopedia known to man. And do you know what every known encyclopedia to man is? It's paid information.
Yeah.
That's not a coincidence. And if you look at anything, every major company that makes an innovation is when they're not making shit. They're living in the fucking basement. And then they grow to power. And then it's just a matter of how much money and how many people you have working for you if you're going to last or not. Would you say Apple has been more inventive or less creative?
Less creative.
And how creative have they been since Steve Jobs died?
Nowhere. They got a third camera. That's it. We have a third camera on iPhone. That's literally it.
Look at the arts. Which, on average, are the best films? The indie films or the films made by up-and-comers or the blockbusters? The films that have hundreds of millions of dollars behind them. By the way, there's always exceptions. I'm just talking about on average. So I feel like if we got on an on-average mathematical basis, if we could somehow just change the way we view the world and life, I feel we could go to a peaceful civilization and have as much, if not more, creativity and breakthroughs.
That's true.
And the best part about that too, we would also have a lot more truth in where the information comes. Because now you're not trying to point out facts for money. You're trying to point out facts just because it's the right thing to do. And the best way to look at that is look at the fucking news and media cycle. Everything's clickbait now. Why? Because of money. If shit was clickbait for raw information, I put money, a lot of it
wouldn't be out.
Exactly. If you want to subscribe, just hit this bad boy up here, that big fat rhino. If you want the newest video, to the right. If you want the recommended, to the left. And then, of course, our personal dick pic. Yep, right below. So thank you for joining us once again, and we hope to see you next week. So peace out.
Peace.